All right, go.
I'm rocking with Don Kilam.
Let's go.
Right. I have a question. Right. Without my status corrected, can I still come in there shopping like that? Just standing on.
So what I'm saying is, if you know what you're doing,
Right.
so you need some type of paperwork to prove. So that's what I'm saying. Go ahead. So you in Missouri?
Yeah.
Look, bro, let me try to pull Missouri shit up. Cause I went in there with my Missouri paperwork.
Yeah. And see, that's what I just, I got on you know what I'm saying?
I want you to know automatically, most courts in Illinois, they don't even have gold fringe around the flag, so they automatically are under the Republic. Illinois is one of those states I don't usually have any issues.
Right. And most people that I've seen, speaking about most of them in Illinois.
But once you file your paperwork, I quit going. Once I go in there, so look, you see this? So just this alone right here, say you got this. It's no longer active though. But this is a fictitious name. In other states, it's called doing business as, a DBA. That's sufficient enough to go in there with. That's only $7 in Missouri, the file. This one's $50. So this one's still active, you see? And this is all I go in there with, bro.
And that's the form of identification.
Yeah. Because they're going to say, are you? Let me show you.
Yeah.
Is it your birth certificate identification?
Sure.
Bro, this birth you into commerce too.
Okay. Well, that's all I needed right there.
Yeah, certificate of good standing, certificate of organization.
And like you said,
First, middle, last name, LLC.
I'm conditionally accepting everything, bro. I'm coming in peace, man. I'm a friend of y'all, bro. I'm getting about.
Look, I'm talking to this last guy in Hawaii. He said, man, I'm using the same shit Disney used. I want you to let me show you what Disney used. Cause I show y'all how to be royalty too, right? You seen prestigious
Nobility.
title nobility right here. Prestigious titles, doc, right here. This is proof enough. Master, he filed this shit. Because he's a duke too. If you're a landlord, that's a royal title, bro. Who else get to sit around and collect money and do nothing while you in a box, other than the warden?
I'm a duke. I said, she said, I'm a duchess. I said, that's right.
Who said that?
My girl.
Oh, your girl in tune.
Yeah. She surprised me when she said that.
She in tune. Ain't nobody else talking like that down there, unless they watching DonKalam.com.
Damn, they booted me right up out of that mud.
Nah, she a keeper, bro. Cause ain't nobody else talking like that down there, unless they watching DonKalam.com.
Hey, did my man Scotty hit you? Did he say something to you?
I don't know. I ain't had nobody named Scotty hit me up.
Oh, okay.
So look.
I put him on game, man. Yeah, man. But I'm listening. This is what Disney got.
They use the royal clause.
Gator got him. When the Gator got the boy.
Look, they settled their year-long dispute. It was over taxes.
Oh, this over taxes.
Disney, Walt Disney Company own cities.
I didn't know that.
Boy, you ain't been watching me long enough then. So Disney is the only big player in tourism industry challenges property tax bill. Because the governor Sanchez, or whatever his name is in Florida, he came in and tried to make them pay taxes. And they said, no, we're not paying taxes. And the reason being is because they used the royal clause. Everybody over here is royalty. You're royalty, bro. The Royal England Clause. To count the previous Disney-friendly board of Reedy Creek's adopted an 11th hour agreement that invoked an obscure legal provision known as the Royal Lives Clause. The clause essentially tied the agreement's terms to the lifespan of King Charles III's descendants, a move intended to extend the terms for as long as legally possible. The Royal England Clause. The Royal Lives Clause. You can put that shit in your paperwork.
Yeah. So you put in your what bylaws? Yeah.
No, just put it in the paper. You can't, because you got to understand. You just have to learn. You have to know law, bro. If you're fighting for yourself, you have to know this shit. You go in there and know these definitions. Know these definitions. Look, this is a federal. You understand what U.S. codes are. This is what they used to put you in the feds, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so look, this is 28 U.S.C. 3002. 2. Court means any court created by Congress of the United States, excluding the United States tax courts. So, you're telling me Congress had a fucking hearing on you? Tell me. Hey, fam, did Congress go and have a hearing on you? So, if they didn't have a hearing on you, that means the permission didn't come from Congress. It's a tax issue. It's all business, brother. You owe them some taxes. Because you infringed, you broke a code because you're a government employee with an ID. The ID makes you working for the government. So anytime you fuck up at work, now you got to pay us or you're going to go do the time. Like a timeout. Just like school, bro. What happened? You got sent to the principal's office, right? Yeah. That's court, nigga. If the principal wants to fucking kick you out, put you in timeout, put you against the wall, shit. Back when we was in school, they used to try to whoop our ass still. My mom wasn't going.
I just came across the principal. You know, I'm just reading,
all the paperwork you got, though, is sufficient enough, bro.
Okay. I'm just going over, how to come.
So, first of all, before you cross, when they say your name, you're there by special appearance.
Special appearance.
Never admit to being the name.
That's all. This is what I got down. I said, but that's another question. Before I even go in there, when I'm challenging the jurisdiction, when I'm coming in on a special appearance, right? Can I step up?
Challenge subject matter jurisdiction, because they got jurisdiction, brother. They have a jurisdiction.
I'm challenging subject matter jurisdiction, and I'm challenging personal jurisdiction as well.
I don't even use the word person.
Don't use the word person. It's a subject matter jurisdiction.
Yup. Let me grab this email
there. Just for the record, my name is Kilam.
Nah, for the record, shit. When they say your name, if they ask your name, say my mom calls me son, my children call me father. Oh, I am who I am. We don't get you name property, goddammit. You name a motherfucking dog. You can't name me. I'm child most high. I can't be contained. I'm here on special appearance. Let them know you the trustee of the estate. Let them, hey, this is, when you go in there showing your name as the business, hey, I'm here. Here's the identification. I am a member of the business.
Yeah. And I've seen
third party intervener, however you want to say it. Whatever makes sense to you. I'm not trying to confuse you. You want to keep it simple.
No, that's just another thing.
I just went in there. They were like, are you such and such? And I just let them know. Is this a court of record? Can you let the record reflect? If I cross this bar, I'm not under any jurisdiction or contract. You go in there, I'm here. I'm speaking under a spoken affidavit of truth. I reserve all my rights. Then I just start asking questions. Where's your delegation of authority order? Simple as that. Prove to me that you're a lawful judge. This is a court of record, correct? If you cannot prove to me that you're a lawful judge or you're a lawful attorney, they have to have a contract for the state. Give me a contract for the state. This is a court of record. I can't just take your word for it. Where's your delegation of authority? If you can't prove your delegation of authority, I demand for dismissal. After you say anything, just demand for dismissal every time. They say something you don't like, object. You can't listen to them, because if you listen to them and start playing that game, you're going to get caught up because you're not used to this shit. So don't even pay attention to anything they say. Object and keep talking. But you need to file all this shit before you go in there. Take all of this. Demand for full accounting and financial disclosure. These are the main things you're going to want. We do not consent to private accounts. That's what they're doing. Got all this shit notarized.
Just go turn it into the clerk.
Yeah, you got all the other. I just sent them to you. You didn't. You didn't have those. You had these right here. You had all these.
Yeah, I got the standard form.
So you can only challenge jurisdiction under special appearance, but challenge subject matter jurisdiction, not just any jurisdiction, because they have a jurisdiction.
See, I'm saying personal jurisdiction, so I'm glad you would.
Personal jurisdiction is cool.
Oh, okay.
So look, we're doing subject matter jurisdiction, personal jurisdiction, and the venue. So delegation of orders, oath of offices. We need to see all of these, or this court cannot proceed. I'm telling you, they're going to try to ignore you, railroad you, all that shit. That's why you have to object. You got to know what the fuck you doing, bro. Don't let none of that shit phase you.
Yeah. So I'm just, I'm objecting.
I'm telling you, nigga, my shit got dropped that same day.
But if they do just continue, bro, and they try to railroad us,
Don't go. They have to respond to this shit, bro, before court can even proceed. If they send you something in the mail, return the sender, refuse the contract.
Oh, I got the tickets. I didn't even open that shit because I'm so waiting.
Send that shit back, bro.
I'm going to send that shit right back.
Send it right back. But you see this. State of Illinois has an EIN number, bro. Something this shit's already filled out for you.
Yeah, I got the Dun and Bradstreet number already.
Oh, that's lit.
Yeah, I got that shit.
And then, so this letter of rogatory, that you definitely want that one on too. So you want the first pages I showed you. You want full accounting disclosure and delegation of authority order. Always demand this shit. Demand means assertion of a legal right. Don't be scared to say demand. Demand means assertion of a legal right. So you want the special demur, the affidavits of facts. This is challenging jurisdiction.
So it's all right for motion to dismiss because it's a motion that...
So we demand for dismissal. Well, a motion has to be approved by a judge. You follow me? You there? All right, you follow me? And then you see in the upper right-hand corner, I always label things as exhibits.
But no, you cut out, you said that never put in a motion because the motion is you have to question something.
A judge has to rule on a motion.
Right.
So
I'm asserting my rights.
I would give you something to read. On your oath. You see this? This is the first. This is what I actually used in the feds, bro. I turned this into an affidavit. I really wrote everything. I rewrote everything down. You gotta click it in the chat. Yeah, RV Bay publication, Rich of Freedom. I use this. This was the first affidavit I ever filed with the feds, and they put it under seal. And that's when I was doing something. I put affidavit of facts, and then I just wrote this shit down. Look, federal law and Supreme Court cases apply to state court cases. Howlett versus Rose. And then, boom, it's going to tell you constitutional psychopathic inferiority. When they ask, do you understand that's putting you under their jurisdiction? State governments are but trustees acting under derived authority. The court, officers of the court have no immunity when violating the constitutional right from liability, for they're deemed to know the law. They all take oaths. This is when I learned that the government they take oaths. That's when this shit clicked for me.
Yeah.
So that puts them under jurisdiction as a public servant. So now you have to prove that you're a master. Because when you're coming in, I'm proving that. So they're the uphold the corporate system. So when you have a state stamp on your name showing it's a business and you're a member and you're there making decisions, they can't bypass that. Now, let me show you something else too, because you said pro se, and I had to correct that. Usually I don't correct it.
Oh yeah.
Usually I don't correct it because motherfuckers I told you don't fucking message me anyway. So I was like, I gotta give my homie. But you look, of age and independent.
Yeah.
Let me try to find some more. All right, so you were studying. Yeah, I just want you to know. So you got to understand what's the nigga's name who's against you? The prosecutor.
Right.
He's already in pro se. He's the prosecutor.
No doubt.
Yeah, pro se is just a pawn, bro. So you controlling the motherfucking music. But yeah, so sui juris is putting you in your right mind, your right to contract. I can't see what I want to show you, but the capacity to manage one's own affairs. It means one's own rights. So anytime they call you pro se, object. I object. I'm not pro se. I'm here sui juris. I'm legally independent and capable of managing my own affairs. That was the first thing they put in my motherfucking head.
Yeah. Appropriate persona.
Some people say appropriate. I just don't like the in-person word. I stay away from the person word because persona.
Right.
I'm not playing that game with you. Ain't no persona, nigga. I'm king.
No doubt.
Shit, that's the only persona I'm going to be in this motherfucker. King me.
And see, I like that. I like that.
So,
man, what's my name, man? My name is Dad, nigga.
I'm a dude, goddammit.
Yeah, dude.
I'm a child of God. But you see it, that's going to be in there.
Okay.
And so some people do use improper persona. I just was taught to stay away from that person word altogether.
Okay.
I
ain't even gonna come like that. I'm gonna come special appearance.
It ain't even that difficult there. If shit don't go your way, you just need to file it. You need to sue their ass, take to the district courts. Because you ain't hurt nobody. You have the right to face your accuser.
Right.
Once you get you lay down the law on this, now you have the right to face your accuser. Because this shit's contract law. You royalty. So you get to be seen by the higher courts. If shit don't go my way, I'm going to the higher courts. Quit playing. And if shit don't go my way there, I'm still going. It's why I get to the higher courts of justice in fucking England. This is an international crime being held against me now. Because they can't even try. They color of law. They can only try you if you're white or black, man. A corporation, a corporate person. There is law, then there is color of law. A semblance of which is real, yet is not. So yeah, rescinding signatures. If you said you understood, now the only motherfucker that's really on the line here is the cop who issued this shit and the prosecutor. The judge gonna be cool. But look, so it's important to understand that we file affidavit of facts at the top or affidavit of truth because they can and they do deny a motion, as motions are discretionary and applicable to colorable courts, ordinances, statutes, and codes, but not to law. Further applies to corporate or colorable people, Negroes, colors, blacks, white people, because it's discretionary action that can be and usually is denied. You follow me? And then when you want to pull up some case law, bro, the case law is in the paperwork. So, but I'm going to pull it up and show you some shit. So I always demand to dismiss. This is making you a foreign to the jurisdiction if you use this code. I'll show it to you real quick. So that's why I say just do everything with Missouri so you can be a national in Missouri.
Okay.
I'm about to show you why. So 8 U.S.C. 1408, nationals but not citizens of the United States. So what is a national? A national means a person owning a permanent allegiance to a state. Not the United States, not the United States Corporation, but a state of the republic. That's your country. If you're from Texas, you're a Texan, right? That's their nationality. So you would come in as a Missourian. You ain't nothing else. I'm not a U.S. citizen. I'm nothing else. Just to keep it plain and simple, I'm a Missourian. And they can't fuck with that.
Yeah, that's what I am on Missouri.
I'm a Missourian. I just want you to see that's real definitions.
Oh, I'm just clicking all downloading stuff.
Look, a native or inhabitant of the state of Missouri. That's your nationality, though.
Yeah. No doubt.
So I just want you to see that motions versus affidavits. That's why we do affidavits. We don't ever file a motion. So although a motion is the proper form in a proper court as opposed to colorable courts, most people are in fact dealing with the challenging the jurisdiction of the inferior courts or colorable courts who are not acting lawfully or properly. Because a motion admits to the jurisdiction of the court and the motion is discretionary, the court chooses not to honor the motion or not to second it. Thus, it is denied. So I just label this always an exhibit because if they don't put it on the record, that is tampering with evidence. And boom,
So
so
when you put this on, you can do it the day before court if you want to.
yeah.
Right. Okay. I just want to know if
Put this first though. The court clerk must file your documents because some people try to get off not filing. You put this as your cover letter.
she must do it. If she doesn't, it's a felony.
Correct.
Gotcha.
And then I was looking for the WABEN. So that goes with that foreign affidavit. Right here. You see I put 8 USC 1408. You just put Missouri right there instead of Illinois.
Okay.
And then let me find a note. This note's a mistake right here. This is telling them sorry. Hey, I apologize if I led you to believe that I'm the surety or the sole beneficiary of this public document. It's saying you're not that business. You follow me? You're not the statutory name or the the surety bond on the birth certificate. Boom. And I want to see. I put Trinity versus Pagliaro in here somewhere. But I want you to understand what that means. I don't see where it's at, but I want you to put, if you put it in somewhere in your paperwork. I use this case for everything, bro. So Trinity versus Pagliaro. Attorneys are considered foreign agents. We'll start there. Now, look right here. An attorney for the plaintiff cannot admit evidence in the court. He's either an attorney or a witness. Does that make sense? So they're foreign to the United States. Look, this right there, this case law right here show you that the government is an artificial person.
We'll be back after a quick break.
Peace and love, it's your boy Don Kilam, and welcome to Dream Keepers Radio, that private life podcast. You're here, tuned in with your boy, and this is brought to you by Follow the Yellow Brick Road by Don Kilam. Search the book on Amazon now. Go get the book and uncover the matrix and how the United States is operating in the financial marketplace. Much peace and love.
Yeah. They running around on a fake. These motherfuckers running around like pirates, man.
It's private families, bro. It's private families. It makes sense to me.
I mean, yeah, because that's what I hear motherfuckers say. What they doing is right. What we doing, and I understand
right
because they doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers dumb enough to let them do it. You know, so that's just the law of nature. That's just the law of nature. Motherfuckers, any bug, any animal, it's gonna eat what the fuck, you know, it can take advantage of.
Tell them motherfuckers down there, Judge Mobley and Judge Jackson been eating off our people for years. Hey, and they're working. Hey, look, bro. I don't give a fuck who you show this to, bro. Listen, they're working directly for the worshipful masters. They're right there by the fucking Pleasant Avenue, nigga, where the lodge is. They got the Masons in the Eastern Stars, and they're all OGs, and they do be kidnapping niggas, bro, and killing them.
Listen, bro.
Shit.
Edible Arts Council, man. The Edible Arts Council, they whole Facebook page, bro, is pedophilia, y'all.
Shit's crazy, bro. When I started, I was just like, we grew up in this shit, so we think it's gravy. Like, literally, they'll be kidnapping motherfuckers and feeding them to the pigs, bro. Grinding their ass up, sacrificing them, bro. Even their own people. If they own people, some of they... So, look, they had some type of, they're gypsies down there, bro.
Yeah.
The
Gypsies or whatever.
Yeah. So, bro, they was offering and burying some of they motherfuckers that was snitching on them and shit. Like, hey, shit, crazy. But if you black, or some of them, like, bro, I seen one of them, a statement on the police. One of them said there was said he was gonna kill his girl because she was a nigger lover. Hey, fuck me up, bro. Fuck me up. But, you know, my oldest brother's white, so I started really studying the police through the Christina Whitaker stuff. That's his cousin. And I just, that's when I learned that the HPD was connected to sex trafficking.
Yeah. Yeah. They hand on that shit, bro. The Hannibal School, all of that shit.
Feds won't fuck with them, though.
Because they working hand in hand with them.
Shit, crazy.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, bro, you just gonna have to go in there and act like you know what the fuck you're talking about. But make sure your paperwork good. And anytime they mail you something, mail that shit right back. Do not accept it.
That's what I was doing. I'm just trying to make sure I had the right paperwork, bro, to put on file.
Oh, yeah. And another thing is, if you want to look at the next step, you can threaten them with some liens and shit.
Yeah, and see, that's what I wanted to just get on that next. Like, once I get up, I'm locked in, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna just lock in, and I'm finna just operate the property, bro.
Well, I emailed it to you. I don't know if you checked it. Did you get all the emails I sent you?
Yeah.
Because you see this? This the lien right here. Cause I sent it to you on September 1st. It come with this book right here. Then these are the liens, bro. Then a book that goes on the liens. But read this shit, bro. Because look. Because I put all this in my paperwork with the feds, and they put this shit all under seal, bro. I said all corporate government is based upon commercial affidavits, commercial contracts, commercial liens, commercial distresses. Hence, governments cannot exercise the power to expunge commercial processes. Legitimate political power of a corporate entity is absolutely dependent upon its possession of commercial bonds against public hazard. And the first time I learned about public hazard bonds was in the feds. Because no bonds means no responsibility, means no power of official signature, means no real corporate political power, means no privilege to operate statutes as a corporate vehicle. The corporate legal power is secondary to commercial guarantors. Case law is not a responsible substitute for a bond. So municipal corporations, which include cities, counties, states, and national governments, have no commercial reality without bonding of the entity, its vehicle, statutes, and effects, the execution of its rulings. In commerce, it's a felony for the officer of a political public office to not receive and report a claim to its bonding company. It's a felony for the agent of the bonding company to not pay the claim. For bonding company, so once you start putting this in, they have to give you the information. And I also file this with the Adams County Sheriff's Office, directed to the sheriff. Because I need you to understand, all these are separate corporations.
Yep, correct.
They all work together.
The sheriff don't fuck on them at all.
So
they're for the people. They supposed to be for the people, right? And the government, the HPD, the government, these motherfuckers just running around doing what they want to. The motherfuckers that don't know what the fuck's going on.
That's it.
That's it. The slaves of Rome. That's it.
That's it. All officials are required by federal, state, and municipal law to provide the name, address, and telephone number of the public hazard and malpractice bonding company and the policy number of the bond. So they have to give you all that information, or it's a felony. You should have pulled up on me this weekend, family. I went to go see Chico Bean. That nigga shouted me out and everything.
Listen, I seen you down there, and I remember you just said something about being ATL. I was like, oh, I know that.
No, I went to Cleveland. But they shouted me out there, man. That shit was lit. No, you just need to come kick it with me sometimes so you can see how I be. All these niggas know me, bro. I done helped everybody.
I mean, yeah, I'd love to, bro. I ain't never been to Chicago. Like I said, I'd come down there, by myself, bro. Take an Uber to wherever you at. Have my own hotel room, but we just kick it.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I done helped hella motherfuckers up there with court cases too. Motherfuckers be going to court scared. Just file the shit, bro. Don't even trip.
Bro, I know you, bro. Listen, you helping thousands of people, bro. I already know that. It's not, it's probably not touching down there, 100,000, bro. I know this. I'm saying, I'm just gonna keep locking in, bro. That's all I'm gonna do, keep growing, so.
Yeah, but ain't nothing to it but to do it, bro. Don't stand down.
Bro, I ain't got no choice, you know what I'm saying?
But it's all about if they try to give you something, nigga, do not send that shit right back. So you got to think about it. You ain't not on child support, right?
No, I ain't on probation, parole, none of that.
So listen, but do you know how niggas get on child support? By not responding to the mail. Does that make sense? If I sent if child support kept sending me something and I kept sending it back, they can never put me on child support. If they keep sending you something in the mail talking about you got a court date and I keep sending it back, I'm not held reliable because you got that bitch back. It was never served. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so it's the same with with all your bills.
So look, how they even get the contract with you is the post office service because it's still backed by gold.
Okay, yeah.
And that's considered the air jurisdiction. Think about this. So if you send your paperwork certified mail, they have to sign for it. That means they just agreed to whatever's in the mail. They have to agree. They just agreed to it. They signed it. That means they agreed to whatever they just accepted. And now you got a witness on the case. Someone that can be subpoenaed now because they received the mail and signed for it. Yeah. Also, you need to do a change of address too with the courts. I'm actually gonna pull it up so you can see the shit. Real life weed case. Real life weed case in Atlanta. They hit me with intent to distribute in Atlanta in 2021. I had edibles. My own edibles. I had like 200 packs, and then got caught with like a QP of weed or some shit.
They gave you this today?
I got out the next day. No, they ain't give me the shit back.
Yeah, I'm gone.
They can keep all that shit. Nigga, it was some Cali weed too. I was pissed.
Man, I know how that shit do.
Let me find this shit.
They just took some weed from me. That was some Cali stuff. Man, I was pissed as motherfucker. I walked up out of the next day. Because they just gave me a bond, you know what I'm saying? So this, I'm still not in their jurisdiction because I ain't hired no attorney. You know what I'm saying? I'm still going on there on the special appearance at an arraignment. I don't have no attorney. So this is perfect still. I'm finna gun their ass down.
Let me see.
Just really going over definitions, bro. In case you get case law already. A lot of it always got the case law. I just reference.
So you see this shit?
Myself.
Change of address. So look, we're gonna look this address up right here. The top address. Look, you see the Fulton County Courthouse.
Yeah.
So I did change the address to my virtual address that I had going, a business address, so I can get all the mail. Because they send all this court stuff to the court in your name.
Right. ain't contract. I ain't contract.
Well, you say you understood, so there has adhesion clauses. But look, this is the stuff. I put that on file. This is a peace bond I had put on file with Allah. Because that was my bond right there. That was my bond. Does that make sense? They let me out, but that's what I put on file. Certificate of identity, fee schedule, EIN number, birth certificate. Yeah, nigga, it's official, nigga, Adams County.
Alright. So, I mean, that was the original one? You put the original?
Yeah, that was my original birth certificate. I just sent him a picture of it.
Oh. So, how'd you get that?
I got that from Adams County. Wherever you born at, Vital Statistics.
Oh, that's just how they should look.
Yeah, that's Adams County. Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
I don't know. Listen, I told them I need some money.
Same thing as the birth certificate, right? The same shit.
What's that?
It's just worded different. It's the same shit. Birth certificate and live birth.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay.
But look, you see this?
Later in advance legal proceedings.
I told them I insert payment at about $15,000 within 7 days of the date before appearance for any legal proceedings if you need me to go to court.
Okay, so this just anytime they call you in.
I said I shall only appear by special visitation. This time is very valuable, and any actions against said affiant will be dismissed immediately without further notice if not paid in full. Hey, straight up. That's how I'm hitting the court clerk.
Yeah, they running.
Got me fucked up, nigga. I did what they do. You owe me some money, goddammit. But that's all. Shit.
All right, anytime you get a ticket, pretty much that's like free money.
Free money.
What?
Yeah. You gotta think about it. They're going to get credit against your Social Security number. So you ever heard of government grants? You ever heard of somebody getting a government grant?
Right, yeah.
So a government contract, right? Government contracts. That's all you're doing when you go to court. You're contracting with the government. Think about it. And the state is going to pay when you go to prison. The state, so federal prison, that you had a job, right? You worked at Unicor or something. I was just telling my girl about Unicor. You hear me?
Yeah, I had a job before though. Yeah, I had one before. I had one when I got out this time.
Can't you put that on a resume? You had a federal job, right or wrong? But look, But look, so the feds are getting funded because you're working, correct?
Right.
But you're not getting the full percentage. They're giving you a small piece. Did you ever go to get any teeth pulled or anything in the feds? You ever get any medical done?
I didn't.
If you want to get anything done, when they ask for your account number on the medical sheet, they put your Social Security number. That pays for everything.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, you so right, bro. Because I did. I went and got my teeth looked at. I went to the dentist.
So look, when you go to jail, don't they have trustees?
Mm-hmm.
What they the trustee of?
The whole fucking unit.
You the trustee of the Social Security Trust. You was the beneficiary. Now the state is the beneficiary. Because you're working for the state now. So the state is benefiting. Does that make sense? So you're just here. You're supposed to switch roles. When you go into court, you let them know, I'm the beneficiary of this case.
Beneficiary?
Yeah. Only thing we need to talk about is where you're sending my proceeds. When you they switch positions with you. Let me try to make this shit make a little bit more sense for you, man. Cause this shit, I understand fucking stocks and bonds and shit though. So that's the first thing you should look up. What is a stock warrant? Because when you get a warrant, it's just a stock warrant. You're going to court to a warrant is a security issued by a company that gives the holder the right, but not the obligation to buy a certain number of shares of the company's stock at a specific price. You're about to stake a claim in the United States corporation, and they're going to become the beneficiaries of your fucking trust. That's what pays for court. All this extra shit going on and smoke and mirrors, bro, they just... What does plea mean, bro? It means to beg, don't it? Huh?
Yeah, freedom means the bed, no doubt.
Man, I want to see the real definition. Plea means, when motherfuckers say please, what's that mean?
It's like you begging.
So you begging for a deal, a plea bargain. A bargain is a deal. Satisfied, agreeable. That's how I'm looking at it. But they just play on our language. Bargain. You get a motherfucker sign plea bargains. That's all business, bro.
We'll be back after a quick break.
In a world where borders can limit opportunities, one book dares to challenge the norm and empower foreign nationals like never before. Introducing Can't Touch This: Diplomatic Immunity as a Foreign National by best-selling author Don Kilam. Did you know there is a difference being a citizen and national? This is for foreign nationals seeking to expand their horizons. Do you dream of obtaining a diplomatic passport and the freedom it brings? Don Kilam reveals the secrets to unlocking diplomatic immunity and creating your own nation. Discover why you are already a foreign national, learn the steps to obtain a diplomatic passport, and explore how you can be recognized by numerous nations on your diplomatic journey. Most never knew they could have diplomatic immunity as a foreign national. This book is a game changer for anyone seeking freedom and recognition on the international stage. Get your copy of Can't Touch This today and embark on a journey towards diplomatic immunity and creating your own nation. Order your copy now and unlock the power of diplomatic immunity as a foreign national. Can't Touch This: Diplomatic Immunity as a Foreign National by Don Kilam. Available now at leading bookstores and online. Get your copy today.
Just signing it off for them. That's all. They keep the sign here.
Business transaction.
They're going to handle that. They're going to handle that money.
To vend or sell. So at the end of the day, understanding a stock warrant, you're going to sell some stock. Simple as that. Anytime you get served with a warrant, that's an invitation. So look, it says it right here, like bonds, more attractive to investors. But you're the private investor the whole time. They need you to sign off on everything so the prosecutor can get paid, the court gets paid. You get to make these decisions. When you're the trustee, you get to make the decisions. But with this type of trust, all you get to do is work it off. With a public trust, private trust is different.
You just liable.
Right, you're just liable. Liability. That's all you signing up for is liability. That's exactly it.
You're liable for all the motherfucking
Yeah, but you have to follow all the paperwork that I gave you.
And so I was reading this book that Green put on there, bro. I was reading, what was it called? They just put it in the school, man, a day ago.
Oh, about the trust?
Yeah, but the trust. And it was talking about how the trustee, you know what I'm saying? It was just saying the trustee has to take care of it. It was how vital the role was, you know what I'm saying, and how he has to take care of everybody. And the beneficiary, you know.
Yeah, the trustee is always there for the beneficiary.
Right. He pleases the beneficiary more than himself.
Yes. Yup. Your job is to grow the trust and to make sure the beneficiary gets paid. The beneficiary's job is basically just a handout. Some beneficiaries get to choose trustees and fire trustees, but in the Sister K Vi trust, which is only for beneficial use. So this is why the judge has to switch, or the court has to switch positions with you. The state has to switch positions with you in the court scenario in order to get those proceeds. It's still going to your name, though.
Yeah, the judge is acting as he's the administrator. And then the prosecutor's acting as the creditor. And
all you're investing in is in these securities, in these bonds.
Security-backed bonds that are being sold.
Yup.
Right?
And what document? What document breaks that down the best is the letter of rogatory. Yep, the letter of rogatory. You know who else got that good gas? Michigan. They got that fire.
I ain't never really, I ain't
Illinois got some good too, though. Chicago. So look, this.
She got a lot of family out there. You know, she Mexican in Cali.
That's lit.
Most of her family's from San Diego. Out there in California.
San Diego. I used to stay in Farbrook. It's right there.
Okay, yeah,
boy, I done been everywhere.
I ain't never been there, but she says she's from the east side though. She be saying east side something. I don't know, man. But yeah.
So look, when they get judgments. So when the judge asks if the person understands, he or she is asking if the person is liable for the bond. I'm not responsible for these bonds, but I will appoint the judge as the trustee and fiduciary and be the beneficiary of all proceeds. The judgments are stamped with something to the effect of the pay to the order of. The notes are then pulled together and then become securities, which are yet to be pulled together and sold as bonds. Said bonds are liens against me, a defendant in error. And then it breaks down how they move these motherfuckers. You already said you had the Duns and Bradstreet number. The state's attorney has the Duns and Bradstreet number. You can file this with the Illinois state attorney. Everything, all these documents. All securities are then deposited with the DTC in New York.
You said file them with the state.
Yeah, you can file it with the state's attorney. Like what I had him do with this. You see all the locations. You got. So this was the for child support. But yeah, you see, he got the, thought he had the state's attorney on this bitch. But there's a GSA office in Chicago. All the bonds are going to have to go through the GSA right there. So I would definitely use this. I would definitely use that address. But yeah, you can use the state's attorney for sure. Or the attorney general, or whoever the fuck you got up there in Illinois. Oh, damn. But
they sent me some mail. It was the third department. That's old though.
Send that shit back. Return the sender, refuse the contract, and black out your name on that bitch. They can't use your name. When you make the name of business, tell them they can't use your name. Anytime you print my name in a publication, that's gonna cost you.
So when I'm saying, when I'm gonna make the name of business, right? Do I make the LLC now first?
Do what?
Before I trademark the name, do I go and make that?
You ain't even got to trademark it right now. You already in court, bro. Just make your name a business ASAP. I wouldn't even stress off the trademark. Just get rid of this court case first.
Yeah, so just making my name a business, that's just me going in there and just saying.
Well, I'm saying you need to get a record of it, stamped by the state. It's $50 in Missouri, bro. You can get a DBA or a fictitious name. It's $7.50. You just need something stamped with the state.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro.
I'm not the name I work for today. You know, it's a family name.
Yeah,
it's in the state.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Y'all find just let me know.
But you got all the documents. Read that shit, bro. Read over it till it makes sense. This letter of rogatory definitely will make sense, and the notice of mistake, and then that affidavit of demur. It shows about special appearance. But you tell them these are class 5 gift and estate taxes. You tell them to make that shit out to you. Simple as that. So read that until it makes sense. Read this right here. But you see it already got the name in it. All you got to do is copy and paste this shit in ChatGPT and just copy and replace your name. Say, you copy this and say, change this name to my name. Change this. So the trust number right here is the court case number. Change this trust number to this court case number. It's that simple. Plug and play.
I didn't know you could use ChatGPT like this, bro.
Bro, I copy and paste everything. Look, bro, it's this simple. Watch. I'm about to show you.
That's hard, bro.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
No doubt. Yeah.
I gave you the whole game, bro, for the love.
For the love. No doubt.
So look, I'm copying it. I'm about to go to my ChatGPT right now.
Nigga ain't listening to you for no reason, bro.
Huh?
I said, nigga ain't listening
Look,
for no reason.
change the name. Hold on, let me see what the fuck it say. Alan J. of the Family Jones.
And you know what, when I got out, right, I first had a Facebook and I seen you, I'm like, I asked my pops, I'm like, man, who is, bro? That's my cousin. Man, like, my pop's like, yeah, man, you been doing this thing too, man, got out the bed, right? And so, boom, I'm going through, bro, I think I got booked. Cause I didn't get his until this time. I was been reached out, you know what I'm saying? But I did run the market. The market was telling me, you know what I'm saying? He knew some shit. And
Yeah, Buddy Bird knows some shit.
Yeah, he knew some shit, and he wasn't dropping it like this. He was more just like pointing to the right way, though. And bro was kind of fucked up when he was talking to me too. But I knew he knew what he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to pick his brain more, but we kind of lost contact. I booked, and he caught his case, so I missed him. You know what I'm saying? But I heard he was on his way home, man. Freak market, bro. But I'm sure gonna tap with him.
Look, you see this shit? It didn't give it to me all, but this is all you do, bro. Look.
Yeah, that's hard.
You could put the actual file in this bitch and tell it what to do. So, you know. And actually that's how I run my business now. It's all ChatGPT. But yeah, man, I've been doing this shit for a minute, man. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Ain't no nigga inhalable ever got the task force out of no situation. They try to bust in my homie shit in the projects on Shawnee Trail. And I called Jimmy Shin on the task force. I said, Jimmy Shin, come get him off. I'm a national. Hey, this shit worked like a motherfucker. And then I had a little money in Monroe City. But I was like, nigga, I'm getting too known out here. So I dipped up out of there. Because as soon as I learned this shit, I tried to go back and do that shit up there. And they were like, you got to go. They're like, nigga, they threatened me every day up there, threatening to kill me. They was calling my pops. Everybody, yeah.
I believe it. That's what I'm saying. Once I get this shit, once I get back, you know what I'm saying, where I got these people involved in, bro, I'm finna just go back in where I was, bro. Sit down. Yeah,
as long as you ain't spreading it, they'll let you get out, you know. But I helped somebody with a domestic assault case. But you know, his mom, it was Adrian. His mom worked, Adrian Jones. His mom worked for the Daniel Bastian. Daniel Bastian signed off on all the paperwork. You know, he's a judge down there now. But I was right under them, under the Mark Twain Title Company. That was my office, was at the Mark Twain Title Company in Palmyra.
Where'd you go to get your notary?
Right there at the office. That's where I was going, through Charlene Jones.
I'm just gonna pop up and I'm gonna go down there and have them do it again.
They got notaries up there, yeah. You know? Yup. Yeah, I'm telling you, don't be scared. Don't be scared to talk to Daniel Bash. You know, he's a judge down there for the municipal court, but he's a trust attorney.
I know, and I knew that, right? And bro, I'm sitting here. I told you, man, I just got in a situation, bro. But once I get these people up on me, I'm gonna go sit down and holler at people, bro. The show down here. I'm gonna use my resources, bro.
Yeah.
Work till I get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, just who can I donate to? Shit, if it's $100, just tell them, just give it to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, this is from the family trust. Put it from the family trust. Simple as that. So you can be under a certain jurisdiction down there, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's what I'm on.
But yeah, right now you need to make that name a business. Even if it's an EIN, you can grab an EIN, make your name an LLC. As long as you got proof your name is a business.
And then just file in Missouri, and then I can use that on record.
Yes. Yep. You don't want to be an Illinois. I don't want to be part of Illinois when you're fucking charging me, anyways. Now, if you got something in Missouri, you go ahead and file some Illinois paperwork. That's how I move. I like to be foreign in every jurisdiction I'm in. Because, you know, being from Missouri, you're foreign.
Yeah.
But once you file this paperwork, they is not gonna fuck with you unless you get in trouble again in Quincy. This shit will pop back up though. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's like I went to St.
You telling them you giving them what paperwork called? It's like a promise, pretty much.
Yeah. Simple
Promise them to be you know what I'm saying, upright person, upright man. You know what I'm saying?
Because I've been like when I was just back in Missouri, got pulled over, did a lot of shit, went to jail for 2 days. Ain't shit pop up. But as soon as I go on the jurisdiction, did some bullshit, they didn't even care. I had a hell of weed on me, bro. They didn't even fuck with the weed. They took my ass to jail for some shit from 2017.
So listen, when we make a promise like this for county, we catch another charge. Can they sue us?
No, they're not gonna sue. But that's what the court case is suing you. That's when they get paid on the back end. You just don't know it. They make it look criminal.
Right.
So you go with the flow. If there's no injured party or there's no damaged property, it is a civil case. It's really not a criminal case. Your case is criminal because there's no victim. Remember that you always have the right to face your accuser. The accuser can't be a representation of somebody. There's only a representation of the state. You have not caused no damage to the state. Demographics is the graphic demons, bro. These are the courts of battle.
Yeah, man. Crazy. I heard it by Bell. That's how I heard it now. You hear me?
So Bell's a demon name.
I'll be like, by Bell.
Bell. Yes, these are the temples. These are the temples of Bell. I'm gonna give you the information.
She's really a woman. She's really a woman that wanted to be a man.
I don't know nothing about it, but I just know that love conquers everything. So once you learn to love everything and learn that we're all connected, that breaks the chains of this motherfucker. Cause I show everything love. I'll tell them I'm grateful for this experience, even though you motherfuckers got me locked up. It could be a lot worse.
Well, like when you were talking to the white, you know, the bald head dude, man, he was, you know what I'm saying, he was just dropping game too.
Oh yeah, Jason.
Yeah, and he was just saying, you know, like, you know, they ain't gonna respect you if you running around, but you know, just being like a hoodlum, bro. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, ain't nobody gonna respect you. You know what I'm saying? Like, wanna have more of a principle, bro.
So look, I gave you that link too, and look, it says the same thing right here. Because I told you, improper persona. I was always taught, don't say that either. Look, never appear pro se, pro per, or pro anything, not even improper persona. Never allow the black robed devil to proclaim that you are there. Pro se, pro per, or pro anything. Always take exception. One does not object to the judge's utterance. One takes exception. One objects to the prosecutor's utterances. That's lit. I never took exception before. The Supreme Court, in all of its ultimate wisdom, made this ruling about those who appear pro se. If there's any truth to the old proverb that one who's his own lawyer has a fool for a client, the court, by its opinion today, now bestows a constitutional right on one to make a fool of himself. Ferrella versus California. To become a good belligerent claimant, one needs to learn the Ferrella defendants. Neither court nor the state has the right or the need to know one's family, work, military, education, or religious background. Because they ask you all this shit.
Yeah.
Where do you work from? Where do you live? I don't tell them shit. Hey, they say, state your name for the record. My mom calls me son. My children call me father. Can you show me something from my name with my name on it for presentment? Where do you live? In a house. Where you from? I'm from Earth. I'm from my mama, motherfucker.
Yeah, because I was seeing, like, they doing identity theft.
Look, the more information one volunteers, the more these devils have to use against their victim. All that is needed is that one is able to read, write, and speak American's English. Stop volunteering information. I don't volunteer shit. Here's the sui juris right here. I like that. Because we were just talking about that. If one out of necessary must be present to represent the fiction, then your presence is not the appearance. As things unseen being the fiction or that which appears. Sui juris by one's own rights, or sui pro state esse, don't know what that means. The lord or master of the soil. I know what just solely means. self-rule, is the master of oneself and comes now. He or she doesn't and cannot appear in the airspace above the fictional prize courts. I use sui juris. I use just soli as the nationality. So I got a book called Just Soli. To appear pro se or pro anything is to accept a temporary appointment to the bar. British Accredited Registry. Attorneys are esquires, which is a royal title. Esquires are apprentices of knights or squires who are practicing to become squires, and you pay for their practice. Damn, that's crazy. But I'm just showing you, bro. This is the game I get, bro. I don't hide nothing from my people, man. Sometimes you just need to be...
What website is this?
I just put it in the chat, bro.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna read all of that.
Yeah.
That's fine. What?
Yeah. Bro, this is where I get a lot of shit. Just so I had the chance to read this before I went to the feds. But always demand for the license. That's why I was telling you, the delegation of authority or the oath of office. Demand a copy to be entered on the record. Neither of them will be able to produce a copy. They are corporate fictions, artificial entities. Also secure a certified copy of the judge's oath of office and place a copy thereof into the court record. Judges are supposed to have a surety bond posted. However, most today have not posted surety bond, and some have not even bothered to record an oath. And then some, if they do record an oath, is on the surrogate's office, which is under trust. So they can't do it under criminal laws. There's no criminal court.
All those questions.
And
all of that is equity.
they
Really supposed to be
unrefuted affidavit stands as truth in commerce.
the silence is
Acquiescence. They can't respond to an affidavit because only a live man can file an affidavit. They're under their corporate entity. They cannot file an affidavit. They can only send billing statements. That's why corporations send you billing statements. You can say you...
I really wouldn't even have to go to court.
I want you to file the paperwork. No, nigga. Bro, no. I went in there once just to see what they was on, to see if what they was going to be on. Because if you keep going after a while, they're going to try to say you crazy. You going to have to know what to say. I object, da-da-da. You file your paperwork, they send you anything, you send that shit back. Return to send and refuse the contract. And file the fucking liens on whoever was involved. Get the judge, get the fucking officer's badge number, whatever. You need to take paperwork to the courthouse, have your girl take the shit.
And what about this motherfucker the motherfucker that went to the courthouse that the fucking court date? I just return the sentence.
Return the sentence, refuse the contract, black out your name. Some they can't keep using your name. That's when you send your fee schedules. This name's a business. I was sent from a whole different address, bro. I don't know how the fuck they got your home address for. Why would you get a police your address?
Well, this is my granny.
None of that. They can't have nothing. You know, hey, you know I'm a junior, right? I ain't never lived with my dad. Nigga, I use his address. Nigga, they serve that nigga. That nigga said, boy, the police was at the house again. I told him it wasn't me. Hey, they tried to send that nigga to court, boy. I was on a court with my children. Shit was funny. But yeah, man, all this shit is a game, bro. What do you do on the basketball court? You know what I'm saying? You bought the ticket from the officer to go to court, nigga. So you gotta think about it. So look. Say you and your girl getting a
Flavor Flav in the building. Yo, Don Kilam, keep doing your thing, G. Hey, yo, check 1, 2. This is Flavor Flav in the building, you know what I'm saying? Word up. Hey, yo, make sure y'all check out the song bars, you know what I'm saying? Word up by my man Don Kilam. You heard? A Fresco King. Yeah, boy. You know what time it is. Make sure y'all check out the bars by my boy. Alright? Flavor Flav in the building. Yo, Don Kilam, keep doing your thing, G.